my name while you collect your pay. And I wear my sunglasses at night so I can see the light that's right before my eyes. Wow, she's deceiving me. She cuts my security. She got control
Hello, Discover Card here to explain.
You're wondering who I am. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. Machine or mannequin. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. With parts made in Japan. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. I am the modern man. I've got the secret I've been hiding under my skin. My heart is human, my blood is boiling, my brain IBM. So if you see me acting strangely, don't be surprised. I'm just a man who needed someone and someone to hide, to keep me alive. Just keep me alive. Somewhere to hide, to keep me alive. I'm not a robot without emotions. I'm not what you see. I've come to help you with your problems so we can be free. I'm not a hero. I'm not a savior. Forget what you know. I'm just a man whose circumstances went beyond his control, beyond my control. We all need control. I need control. We all need control. I am the modern man. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. Who hides behind a mask. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. So no one else can see. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. My true identity.
Your face.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, domo, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, domo, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Thank you very much, oh Mr. Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. And thank you very much, oh Mr. Roboto, for helping me escape to where I needed to. Thank you. Mr. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Roboto. Thank you. Mr. Roboto. Please, thank you. Mr. Roboto. The problem's plain to see. Too much technology. Machines to save our lives. Machines dehumanize. The time has come at last. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. To throw away this mask. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. But now everyone can see. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. My true identity. I'm Kilroy. 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 Kilroy.
Yeah, good morning, Internet. Guess what? It's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou. Live for you on LouTube today. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Also, in addition to that as well, this is the Lunch Money Show with me, Uncle Lou, and Pigskin Pete. What's up, Pete?
Man, that Mayhem Matthew is an enigma wrapped in a riddle and the gift that keeps on giving.
He's an
Where does this guy
absolute
come
beast. An absolute beast.
Yeah.
Something serious.
That guy's something serious.
I mean, I'm not going to lie.
You know.
I wake up every morning now and check his YouTube page. I can't lie. I mean, and that's the goal. I mean, that's the whole point. So, you know,
Yeah.
we can laugh and we can say whatever we want, but he's got me hooked. And that is the goal.
Oh, I respect the game and the player, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
sir.
I mean, I'm in no position to throw shade at anybody for doing something completely ridiculous on YouTube.
No. You're at the bottom of the list or the top.
Yeah.
Depending on how you look at it.
Yeah. Anyway, we do appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We'll, me and Pete will give you our thoughts on yesterday's Super Bowl, kind of wrap that up a little bit. And then it was brought up this morning on the morning show that we need to put out some odds for the Slob Olympics. So I figured me and Pete would try to handle that tonight. I actually found, too, Pete, last year's list. First place, second place, all the way down. So that will help us because I was saying this morning, is Brett the favorite? Now, it's hard to repeat. It's hard to repeat as champions. But I've got the list here. I think now, obviously, there's some new people this year that didn't compete last year, and we'll have to try to see where they fit in. Can some of these people improve over last year's ranking? Who will slide down the list? But I did find my notebook with the list in it. I've got everyone's IQ scores, too, if we need to revisit that for any particular reason.
We should.
Not sure if there's a reason or not, but in any case, I do have that information. So we'll spend a good amount of time tonight talking about the Slob Olympics and trying to come up with some odds for the Slob Olympics. Who's the favorite? Who's the underdog? Just like we did last year. And we'll see where it goes from there. Pete, you have any morning announcements you'd like to make?
Announcements? No. I would like to announce that tomorrow I'll be as big of a retard as I was today, and you can look forward to that. Hey, how did we do that last year with the odds? Did we each give our list and then average them out? I don't even remember how we did that.
I think that's basically how we did it last year.
Yeah.
I think maybe what we should do I don't really remember how we did it, but whoever we decide between the two of us that we think the favorite is, maybe we just put them at plus 100 and just go down from there. So the next person would be plus 200 and just go down from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That might be the simplest thing to do. Speaking of Slob Olympics, if you are in need of a Slob Olympics t-shirt before the Slob Olympics, you're running out of time to order it. It can take a couple of weeks to get these things in from Teespring. I'll post the link in the comment section now. There's also a link in the description of the video. Check them out. Get your Slob Olympics shirt. These are limited time only shirts. I think last year I left them up for 30 days after the Slob Olympics and then took them down. I'll probably do the same thing this year. So unless you want it for the Slob Olympics, there's no need to order it now. It'll be up for another couple of months. But if you want to have one to bring with you to Slob Olympics, a shirt, a hoodie, whatever, it really can take a couple of weeks to get those things in from Teespring. In fact, I ordered Slim Shady's, I think, about 2 weeks ago. And this morning on the morning show, I checked the tracking, and it said it was getting delivered, I think, February 16th. So that's a little over 2 weeks. So if you want a Slob Olympics shirt for the Slob Olympics, you should order it soon. So I posted the link. It's also in the description. That's that. Super chat below the comment section. If you'd like to support me and Pete and the Lunch Money Show, that's a great way to do it. There's also a PayPal and a Cash App link in the description of the video. If you have either one of those, YouTube steals half your Super Chat. Cash App and PayPal do not. But me and Pete appreciate any and all support you guys give to the show. You don't have to give money. Hit the thumbs up. Participate in the comment section. Share some of mine and Pete's videos out somewhere on your Facebook or your Twitter page. All that stuff helps. It's not just donating that matters. There's all kinds of ways to help support the YouTubers that you guys like to watch. So that's my that's my 30 seconds of shaking the can. So there you go. Okay, I'll take roll, and then we'll get to the Super Bowl talk. Let's see who's in here now. Zach the Purdue man is here. Christopher McDavid is here. Yo, boss. Jacob Watson. Jeff Webster is in the house. Lee Wilder. Dylan Deloney. Oh, I also have an Edward video that I will play today.
Oh, that's rare. We need that.
Yeah, Edward, you're on hold. We're gonna skip having you on today, and I'm gonna play your video instead because I think that video is like 7 minutes long. So I'm gonna drop you from hold, so you don't have to wait on hold. But he's got a video I'm gonna play for us today. Shoot. What is it? Beer cans and baddies. Good morning, Pizza Woman, K-Dog, Battle Angel, The Nature Boy, Mayhem, Matthew, Colby, X-Wing Sports, James, Cato, Jerome, Pruitt, Mr. Big Ken 70. We really do appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Of course, yesterday was the Super Bowl, and Pete couldn't have been more excited. He went to a Super Bowl party, which, of course, is one of his favorite things to do. How'd that go? Forget the game.
Okay.
Forget the game for a second. How was the Super Bowl party itself?
It was stressful because we got there and we went to a people's house who don't watch football. And this is my main problem with Super Bowl parties to begin with, is watching the Super Bowl with people who don't watch football, right? So we get there, and they don't have cable. So they're trying to figure out how to find NBC on their whatever streaming service they have, right, down here. And it took about 45 minutes and a lot of anguish and a lot of cussing on my part to finally get the game to come up. So we got it right before kickoff. After that, it went pretty smoothly, I guess. But again, watching the Super Bowl with a bunch of people who don't care about the Super Bowl, it's more like a party to them. I guess it was fun. I mean, it's my friends, so I know them. So it wasn't like with strangers, who didn't watch football. But I knew what I was getting myself into. I just didn't have a choice.
Right.
But all in all, it went good. The food was good. The company was good. And the game was good.
The
Really?
food
So
was
that's
going
all I
to be
really
my
care
next
about.
question. People are always interested in that, myself included. So, was this like a everybody brings a dish thing, or what?
Well, typically, the idea was to get a bushel of oysters. That's what we usually do on Super Bowl if we go to a party. The guy who was supposed to get the oysters just had surgery, and he didn't make it. So we didn't get the oysters. So it was sort of a potluck. People brought shrimp, some people brought wings, some people brought dip. It's just like a bunch of food around, just like a bunch of snacks and bar food type thing.
Yeah. What'd y'all bring?
We brought Rotel cheese dip,
Okay.
chips. What else did we bring? I think we brought more than that. Oh, we brought beer.
Yeah. Okay.
That's important.
Yeah.
Something else too. I can't remember.
I also had Rotel dip yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. It was good.
that's a Super Bowl staple.
Yeah, I think so too. I enjoyed it. Well, we're glad you had a great time, Pete. Sounds very exciting. Now, about the game itself, the Rams won. What was the final? The final score was what did the final score end up being? 24-20.
What was it 23-20? 23-20.
23-20. So that missed
Yeah,
extra point by the Rams hurt a lot of people. Because the spread was 4 in a lot of places. Now it was 4.5 in some places, so you would have lost either way. But some people, anybody that was on the Rams -4, lost their bet because of that missed extra point. Now they wouldn't have won the bet even if the Rams made it, but they would have got their money back. It would have been a push. So that missed extra point ended up being huge for the gamblers. So the Bengals actually ended up covering by losing by 3,
did.
and the under hit as well. The over/under was 48.5, and there was 43 points scored. So the under hit, and the Bengals +4 or 4.5, whatever you had, that hit too. So that's That's who won and lost the bets. I really didn't keep up with a lot of the prop bets. I did notice that Eminem was not wearing a hoodie. No, he was wearing a hoodie, but he was also wearing a hat. I don't know if that counts. I don't know how long the national anthem was.
It was over.
Oh, it went over. Okay.
So, so a lot of the props we went over on last Monday's show were on there. So there was there was a bunch of them. The first one was, would Snoop Dogg smoke a blunt on stage? Now, he didn't, but he did before the show started on the stage.
Yes.
Did you see that video?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but that didn't count. He didn't do it during the performance. The other one that we were both scratching our heads about was, would there be lowriders on the set? And there were on the field.
Yes.
And there were.
Yes, there were.
What was the other one? Would Mary J. Blige show cleavage? We both said yes, she did.
Yep.
What was another one? There was a bunch of them that we would have got right. I mean, I think that we got like 6 out of 8 right between me and you choosing the prop bets before the show.
Yeah.
Before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then some of the other ones, like during the game, I don't think we even talked about those. Like, the game play ones, like who's
yardage
gonna score
total
first and MVP. Yeah.
It really didn't even go into any of that. Dylan, thank you for hitting the super chat to help support the show tonight, buddy. We really appreciate that. He says, what does Pete think of 8 camel toes?
I don't really have much of an opinion on camel toes. I mean, other than what I've seen on your channel and the few times I've watched them on his channel, I don't know. If you're looking for me to talk shit about them, I'm not going to do that because I don't know them enough. So that's it.
Yeah. Of the performers that were on stage, and of course 50 Cent showed up too. So Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent. Who's worth the most amount of money?
I'm going to say Dr. Dre.
I think so too. He produced every artist on that stage.
Well, he sold his beat company for like $2 billion. He's a billionaire.
Yeah. He's rolling in it, isn't he?
Definitely Dre. Yeah, definitely Dre. And I'd say second is probably Eminem. And then probably a close third is Snoop. I don't know. Somebody look this up. But that's my guess. I'd say Dre, Eminem, Snoop, and then 50 Cent.
That would be my guess too. Yeah, that would be my guess too.
Yeah.
In that order. I'm positive Dre is on top of that.
Yeah.
Even without the whole
Somebody
Beats
said
by
that,
Dre deal, I think he would be on top. He
he
discovered
made
and
more money on
produced.
that than he did on rap.
Well, but what I mean is,
$2 billion.
even if he didn't have that $2 billion, he's still worth more than the rest of them, I think. Because he discovered and produced all those
probably.
people. And the producers are the one to make the money.
Yeah. You're right. I agree with that. But he's way ahead of everybody else. I mean, nobody else there is a billionaire. So, do you see where they said that the 50 Cent turned into $1?
I saw that, yeah. Yeah, we need to get him to Pigeon Forge, don't we?
Yeah, he's a slob.
50 Cent, slob confirmed. Slob confirmed. Well, what'd you think about the game? It didn't really go. I was surprised at the lack of offense. I thought it would have been more high scoring, and it wasn't.
It's crazy. I agree with you, but both those defenses. I mean, we knew the LA's defense was good, right? And the Bengals' defense during the playoffs had been great. So it was a different defense than what you saw in the regular season. The biggest shock to me was the way the Bengals shut down completely the Rams running game. How many running yards did they have? Less than 100 total, right? The whole team. I mean, it was they couldn't run the ball to save their life. Cooper Kupp is fucking amazing and fantastic. I mean, that guy is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He was the best receiver in the league all year, and he did it again. Who in their right mind would put Eli Apple to cover him with the game on the line?
Right.
What were they thinking?
Well, and I have a question about that too, because I don't follow the day-to-day of the NFL. Why does every NFL player in the league not named Eli Apple hate Eli Apple?
I think because he's no good. I mean, I don't know, man.
It's got to be something more than
every
that.
team
because
he's been on.
NFL players are out here tweeting and laughing at him, like publicly. Like he must not
Because
get along with people.
I
or
think
something.
they think he's no good. Like, I think they think he's no good, and it's like it's a running joke about like, seriously. I mean, every team that he's been on, go ask their fan base, if they like him, and they're all like, he was terrible.
Well, I know the fans, but I'm
so
talking about players tweeting and laughing at him and making fun of him openly and in public. You don't see that ever.
Not usually. You're right about that.
So I'm wondering
I
if
think
he's
it's just
just an
because he's that
asshole.
terrible, and it's kind of a. I don't know. I've never heard that.
Oh,
I
they
just think
say he's
it's
a
joke
troll.
that he's.
They say he's an internet troll. He
Oh, he
trolls
is.
people. Yeah, so now he got trolled now.
Oh, so he talks. Okay. Well, he stinks. That's for sure.
Miko Hardman.
And I really can't believe that he was the one covering Cooper Kupp with the game on the line.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Miko Hardman had a tweet that basically said, "It's too bad Eli Apple's not It's too bad Eli Apple's not good. Otherwise, maybe he wouldn't have given up the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl." So, I mean, and laughing emojis. And then there's other NFL players replying that are laughing. It's just, I was like, man, they really hate this guy.
So, I mean, it's a combination of him being terrible, and he probably talks a lot. Defensive backs know if he's talking a lot. I mean, that's what they do. And so he probably talks a lot of shit and gets burned, and that's why they don't like him. That's my guess,
I don't remember
That would
which
make most
player it was, but one NFL player who played with Eli Apple at Ohio State was on Twitter trolling him. And they were teammates at
Oh,
Ohio
damn.
State. And I'm like, geez, this guy's got
Damn.
no friends. No friends. What do you
That
think
poor
about
man.
the refereeing? Particularly at the end of the game.
I mean, to be expected. I mean, have we not seen a big game, whether it's college or NFL, where there's not those kind of calls?
Right.
I mean, really, there was bad calls on both sides of the ball. I do think that the Bengals played better than the Rams for 3/4 of the game, and the Rams played better when it counted.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it, and that's all that really matters.
Of the two
You know,
pass
I mean,
interference
look,
calls
there was-
at the end,
Yeah,
the second one to me was clearly pass interference. And, a penalty is a penalty. It shouldn't matter if it's on the first play of the game or the last play of the game. That was 100% the right call. The first one, though,
Yeah.
it's hard to justify that call. That was, to me, just clearly a bad call. But so was the first touchdown the Bengals scored at the start of the third quarter when, what's the receiver's name, grabbed Jalen Ramsey's face mask and threw him
T.
on the
Higgins,
ground.
Clemson boy.
Yeah, and the referee didn't
T.
see
Higgins.
it, so they didn't call it. But, I mean, that was clearly offensive pass interference. He grabbed the guy by the face mask and threw him on the ground. I mean, that's the only reason Higgins caught the ball and scored. So the whole, because I've done heard it all today, it's rigged because the NFL wants only big market teams and blah, 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 blah. But the problem with that is the same people. Okay, when the game ended, you got all these people out here. I knew it. It's rigged. It's rigged for the Rams because they're in LA, NFL, elitist, blah, blah, blah. It's a big market. Those same people were commenting and tweeting that it was rigged for the Bengals when T. Higgins scored that touchdown in the third quarter. So it's not rigged. I mean, we've been saying this forever. The referees are just terrible. They're just terrible.
Look, I've got NFL rigged videos on my channel from 3 years ago that are terrible. But anyway, so last night at the party, there was somebody there that as soon as T. Higgins grabbed Ramsey's face mask and threw him to the ground and got the touchdown, he goes, "I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen right now." He goes, "There's going to be a call later in the game that goes to the Rams to make up for that because the refs are going to realize that what they did was fucked up, that they messed up."
Yeah.
And that eventually did happen. So, he was the conspiracy theorist who thought his conspiracy was proven correct at the end of the game. I think they didn't see the face mask because of where they were positioned.
Right.
And I think at the end of the game, they thought they made the right call. I mean, I don't see the rigged part of it.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I get the draw to the whole conspiracy theory thing and all that. I just don't think the refs really give a shit who wins, unless you can prove it that one of them's got a bet on the game or something. But good luck with that.
Well,
But anyway, I think I think that the right calls for 99% of the game were made. So
Right.
It is what it is.
And the Bengals got the ball back with a minute and a half and two timeouts, which is plenty of time. And they couldn't do anything. So, like, it's not like that Rams touchdown was at the end of the game and, oh, my God, that's it. It's over. No, the Bengals got the ball back with plenty of time and couldn't gain a yard. Got sacked on the last play of the game. I mean, so, you know, even if you think the referees were in the pocket of the Rams, which is just completely ridiculous, the Bengals still had a chance and blew it at the end.
Yeah. Yo Boss is right in the chat, says that the Bengals blew it. That's what happened. The Bengals had the game wrapped up and blew it. That's what happened. And, you know, Super Bowl, you can't do that. We see it happen all the time. We see teams blow it in the Super Bowl all the time. Nothing new.
You got any problem with Cooper Kupp being named MVP?
Hell no. Why would I? He was the MVP.
Yeah, I know. It's usually a quarterback, but neither one of those quarterbacks really played that well, honestly.
Well, I'll tell you what. If the Bengals had won that game, T. Higgins would have been the MVP. He would have had 2 touchdowns, and I know one of them was controversial, but he still would have had 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, and one of the touchdowns was thrown by the running back, so that wouldn't have been credited to Joe Burrow. So he would have had the most touchdowns on the team, and he would have been the MVP. So it was going to be a receiver on either team, no matter who won. Think about that.
Yeah, I kept saying at halftime, Joe Burrow's in 3rd place so far in terms of touchdown passes in this game with 0.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon had 1. Stafford had, I think, 2 at that point.
I was trying to think back as far as entertainment value from a Super Bowl game, not the halftime show, not where it's at, none of that, just the actual game itself. And you have to go back to the Atlanta game where they, where they lost, blew a 28 to 3. Yeah, the 24 to 3 or whatever it was. Yeah. That was probably the most entertaining Super Bowl since that Super Bowl, in my opinion.
Yeah. It was a great game. I mean, that's what everyone asks for when they're watching a big game that their team isn't involved in, right? Give me a good game, a close game, an exciting game that I can watch to the end. It was a 1-possession game the entire game, Maybe I
was on the edge of my seat. Man.
Oh, yeah, great game. There was a couple of people in my stream saying the game was boring, and I guess they just meant because it wasn't that high scoring or something. But I mean, a close game is exciting to me, whether it's 10-7 or 37-35. I mean, it's still an exciting game.
Yeah, and it wasn't just
close.
Right. And it seemed like every play you're sitting on the edge of your seat waiting for something to happen. I mean, that's the kind of Super Bowls I like to see. And not just Super Bowl, a college football game, whatever. I like to see games like that are close and it's back and forth type of thing. I like it.
Now, were you surprised that the Rams won the game considering they lost a wide receiver during the game?
No, because they're loaded. They're the most loaded team in the NFL.
And who's the most loaded team in college?
That's a good question. It's very close between Georgia and Alabama.
It's Alabama. Now, they lost a wide receiver in the title game.
If you go by recruiting rankings, yeah.
They lost a wide receiver in the title game, and that's why they lost, according to Alabama, man. You can't win a game if you lose a wide receiver in the title game.
Well, yeah, I'm not Alabama, man.
Right.
So you ask me, not them.
Right. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
No, yeah. Look, man, these teams that are recruiting in the top 5 annually, they can't be talking about losing one player in the game. And the same goes for the Rams. They are the most loaded team by a long shot in the NFL this year, anyway.
Do you feel bad at all for Golden Blue Man?
Why would I?
He's a Bengals fan.
Oh, he is? I didn't know that.
Well, no one knew it till 2 weeks ago.
But no, I don't feel sorry for him because he's a Bengals fan.
Damn.
And I was rooting for the Bengals too, but I still don't feel sorry for Golden Blue Dude though.
Speaking of Golden Blue Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He came in, I believe, 7th last year in the Slob Olympics. Did that surprise you? Because it surprised. He came in tied for 7th.
Yes.
A few other people.
Well, that means he beat me, so yes, that's surprising.
Yes, he did beat you. Beat me, too.
Yeah, I was 10th. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You might have been 9th. Unless my list is wrong. Anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get to that whenever. So, what do you think about people complaining about the halftime show?
Well, I told you it was going to happen.
Yeah, it was gonna happen.
I mean,
no matter
who
who
didn't
played.
think it was going to happen?
Right.
But you know what's funny is the first thing I did was go on Twitter like I normally do, and there was a bunch of people on there tweeting about, oh, the boomers are going to be real upset about this halftime show. I'm like, motherfucker, the people performing are boomers.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, it's not the boomers are going to be complaining. It's going to be the younger generation who listens to whatever they listen to. I couldn't name one of the artists they listen to, but they listen to them. And they're going to be like, why are these old people rapping on stage?
Yeah. Did you think it was a good show? I mean, some people are saying they think it's the best ever. What do you think?
It's definitely one of the best ever, no doubt. Prince was. I thought Lady Gaga was good. Was that last year or 2 years ago? One of those two.
Yeah. What about MJ?
Oh yeah. That's what. That's probably the best. Well, I mean, look. Anytime Michael Jackson does anything live, it's the best ever.
Yeah,
so that's probably the best ever.
I think MJ
right.
and Prince are 1 and 2, and then people can debate the order. I think they're 1 and 2. I always have a hard time.
I would debate between Prince and Last Night. I would say maybe Last Night was better than Prince.
Yeah, my only
as far as the
thing,
performance goes.
I always have a hard time ranking something I just saw really high on an all-time list because I feel like you need to let some time go by, or me, I mean, and then kind of look back on it and compare it. We all have a habit of doing this. Like, LSU wins the national title. They're the greatest team ever. Then Alabama wins it in 2020. They're the greatest team ever. Well, I remember way back in 2018 when Alabama was the greatest team ever, but then Clemson blew them out, and that made Clemson the greatest team. It's like every year can't be the greatest ever. This was really, really good, though. I mean, this is up there with the best halftime shows of all time, no doubt about it.
So I agree with you about the living in the moment, like this is the greatest ever because it just happened thing. But it's really like even the Prince one, take Michael Jackson out of it. I think he's in another category, but take even the Prince one or the Lady Gaga or some of the other ones I'm seeing people post in the chat. They're what you expect. Like we've never seen a halftime show in all of Super Bowl history that could fit in the same category even as the one we saw last night.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I put that towards the top. Not that the performance was better, but I think just the fact that it was unique, the first ever type of thing.
Yeah.
Genre, whatever. We just never seen that before in the Super Bowl. I mean, we see it all the time, but just not in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I thought that was really good. I feel bad for whoever has to go next year. Because that's going to be hard to.
No shit, right?
It's going to be hard to beat that. That was really, really good.
Maybe it'll be one of Nate's Christian rock singers.
Now, wouldn't that be something?
That'll probably be it. That would be something.
Matthew Mayhem is saying something about a SpongeBob halftime show. I don't remember that.
Well, I mean, you're talking about a guy who talks about whipping fannies. So.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to some Slob Olympics talk. That's probably the main reason people are here anyway. Before we get started on that, though,
yeah, right.
I noticed my old buddy Richard Williams was in here earlier. Do you want to say who that is? I know you've said it a million times before, but you want to say who that is before I say something about it?
Yeah, that's that's Mrs. Pete's dad.
Okay.
So my father-in-law.
So my question is, what does Mrs. Pete's dad think about Mrs. Pete jumping headfirst into the Slob Olympics, uniform and all? I know she's not competing, but she's really embracing the Slob Olympics. She's not just tagging along. I mean, she's got a uniform picked out. I would describe her attitude towards the Slob Olympics as gung-ho. Now, what does her dad think about that?
I don't know what he thinks about it because I haven't asked him. I would imagine that he probably thinks it's amazing and fantastic, though.
Oh, okay, good.
But not only has she jumped headfirst into the Slob Olympics, she is really. And listen, I've been on YouTube for 4.5 years now, almost. She's jumped headfirst into YouTube. Period.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Right.
Which is a shock to the system for me, Lou. You understand that?
Yeah, I don't think she left a single comment until a few months
No.
ago or something. Like she had to literally create an account, I think. Yeah, and yeah. Now she shows up on the live streams and participates in the comment section.
Yeah.
Has a Slob Olympics uniform. She's been converted, which is great news. I think.
Yeah.
Now, will she discuss the Slob Olympics with her professional colleagues?
That's a good question.
I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Some of them? Yeah, probably not.
I have a hard
Maybe
time
some of
explaining
them.
the Slob Olympics like to my dad or like my brother.
Yeah.
Never
That
mind
is
like
true.
people I would be working with hypothetically in a professional environment.
That is true. We were telling somebody the other day, we're like, we're going to Pigeon Forge in March. And they're like, oh, yeah, what are you going for? And we're like, well, it's kind of hard to explain, but
Yeah.
we're going there.
Yeah. There's not really a dignified way to explain the Slob Olympics to somebody who has no idea what it is. They have to at least have some idea of what we do here to even begin to grasp what we mean by the Slob Olympics. And no matter how you might, it's like the more you try to explain it to somebody, like the weirder you sound.
I tried to explain it to somebody. I think it might have been my mom. And I just saw her eyes glaze over.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? I was like, you know what? Never mind. We're just going to see some friends. It's all good.
That's funny. Let me run down the order of finish from last year's Slob Olympics, because there are some people that are maybe not new around here, but maybe weren't around last year when we did the Slob Olympics and might be curious. And as far as I know, this is the final list of how everyone finished, because I can't find another list anywhere, and this has everything else in it. So according to the list that I have from last year's Slob Olympics, Big Dog Brett was the winner, and I know that's accurate. Do you remember who came in second place, Pete?
I want to say, was it Sea Dog?
Sea Dog came in second according to my list. Yep.
Yeah, I got that right.
Yeah. And is he coming?
Yeah, last I heard he was.
Okay. Yeah, I think he is too. So Brett will be there
He's
again.
been joking about staying in his bomb shelter,
Yeah.
he's coming.
Okay. So Brett won. He's coming. Sea Dog came in second place. He'll be coming back this year. Third place, Law Tide. He's also coming.
Wow. Yeah,
He's also coming.
told you.
Fourth place. Now, this was kind of a out of the blue surprise to me, I think, but it's just because I didn't know this person really at all prior to the Slob Olympics. But I think it's your boy Traveling Fools.
Yeah, he's coming.
I have his real name written down. Does he give that out on YouTube?
Hey, no, I say it all the time. Yeah, it's Brennan.
Brennan. Yep, that's him then. He came in fourth.
Yep.
And he's coming again this year, right?
He is.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah,
4
and
for
he's bringing
4.
the beautiful Mrs. Traveling Fools with him.
Yeah, 4
Again.
for 4. So the top 4 finishers from last year's Slob Olympics, all returning this year to Pigeon Forge to give it another go. Fifth place, our buddy D4, which was a favorite. He was one of the favorites. Him, Law Tide, Brett, they were all high on everyone's list last year. So he finished fifth. He's coming again, as far as I know.
Yeah, and for the people who didn't know anything about D4, he is smart enough to split an atom, according to his IQ score.
Yeah, I think he got like a 160 something on his IQ test last year.
Yeah, genius level.
Yeah.
What do you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place, Kevin. He might have been the biggest overachiever. Like this year, like Michigan was the biggest overachiever in college football. Might have been Kevin biggest overachiever in the Slob Olympics. Biggest surprise.
Is it a coincidence that Kevin rhymes with Michigan? Kind of.
No, it's not a coincidence at all. It means something. After that, and Kevin's coming again this year. After that, we had two people tied for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these two people were basically tied for 7th, or would have been 7th and 8th. Gold and blue dude. Now,
Wow.
that alarms me that I lost to gold and blue. I'm not losing to. Well, we'll get to the. I've changed my rivalry up, and we'll get to the reasons why in a few minutes. I have a new rival. It's no longer. Celine Drive.
It's a retirement community.
But Gold and Blue Dude tied with ACP Carter. Gold and Blue Dude's coming again. Carter is not. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 of the top 8 from last year are returning this year.
I'm starting not to like recamping last year because I'm getting PTSD from losing to all these slobs.
Well, you're really fixing to lose it now because guess who's next on the list?
Well,
UncleLou.
no, you're not. You're ninth.
Not according to this list. And then you're after that.
No, I was 10th. You were ninth.
Well, then
Anyway, I don't know
someone's
what
missing.
Gold and Blue Dude, but
Someone's missing from the list then.
yeah. Someone's definitely missing because I was 10th and you were ninth. But anyway, that's fine.
So
I'd rather be ninth and 10th. So
then
go ahead.
you, and we're all coming too. So that's basically 8 of the top 9 or 9 of the top 10, whatever it is that are returning.
Yeah.
After that, another surprise, I think. Now this guy participated on 8 minutes of sleep.
Oh, Neo. Yeah. This man drove 18 hours. He was like the Nate the Great of last year, except he did it on no sleep, and he was driving, not his mom.
Drove straight through from Texas to Atlanta. Got to Atlanta at about 5:30 or 6 in the morning. Slept for about an hour and a half or so. Got up, ate breakfast, and competed in the Slob Olympics, and finished in the top half of the standings.
Neo is an oxymoron. Driving, 14 hours is both slob behavior and non-slob behavior at the same time. I think we should have moved him up one spot ahead of Pete just for that.
Now, that's something we're going to have to keep in mind when we get ready to work on the odds. Just because he came in 10th or 11th last year, if he gets a decent amount of sleep this year, that's got to be worth another. I've heard you say, Pete,
Yeah.
not necessarily lack of, well, it was lack of sleep, but, and the sleep you got probably wasn't good sleep because of some activities you engaged in the night before. That can affect your performance the next day. Lack of sleep or drunk sleep.
Well, I will say that I do believe that my performance was affected by the previous night, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I'm not an Ohio State fan.
Okay. I appreciate that. Now, after Neo, Celine Driver,
It's a retirement community.
who unfortunately is not going to be able to participate this year due to some family circumstances.
Yes.
He already had his hotel room booked and everything, and I was down there last week, which he treated me and BA amazingly. Very kind and courteous host. Took us out to eat twice, dinner and then breakfast the next day. Had us over to his house for a few hours. Very gracious host. And he was very upset that he wasn't going to be able to come. He really wanted to come. We all wanted him to come. It's beyond his control really at this point. And it was getting close enough to the Slob Olympics where he had to determine one way or the other what he was going to do because of reservations and things like that with the hotel. And he's just he can't be that far away right now from his parents. And so he's not going to be able to he's not going to be able to attend. But so far, everybody on the list from last year is coming back, except for Celine Driver and Carter. Next on the list after Celine Driver was our boy, Vic Tube.
Vic Tube.
Yes. Who will be making his triumphant return to the Slob Olympics next month in March in Pigeon Forge. Now, he won the Most Valuable Slob Award, which is a very high and distinct honor and privilege.
I would even go so far as to say that the Most Valuable Slob Award could be considered more prestigious than the actual Slob Olympic Champion Award. What do you think about that?
I think it's debatable. Now, I think if you ask Vic, he would agree with you. I think if you ask Big Dog Brett, he would disagree with you, but that's for obvious reasons. Either award, well, the Most Valuable Slob, that's voted on by your fellow competitors. So it's a very high honor.
That's why it's more.
Yeah.
That's why it's more important.
Yeah. We're out there to win, and the competition, of course, is fierce. But at the end of the day, we all get together and we vote. And last year it was unanimous that Mike Vick was the MVS, the Most Valuable Slob. And he has a plaque with his name on it to prove it. So shout out. Can we
address this guy in the comments? The Dependent Fanatic says, has anyone been happy they won the Slob Olympics? Well, all you have to go no further, sir, Dependent Fanatic, than Big Dog Brett himself, and ask him if he's happy, and the answer is yes.
Yeah. And he'll gladly show you his 2.5-foot trophy that he has, again, with his name on it. That trophy is something serious. I'm looking forward to seeing it again.
It is.
Big Dog Brett will be bringing the trophy with him to Pigeon Forge. The trophy has like a 12 or 18-inch base. I don't really remember. It's been a year since I've seen it now, but and it's got like, I think 10 or 15 gold plaques already screwed into it. And I had Brett's name and the year engraved on the first gold plaque last year. So the trophy will travel every year with the winner of that year's Slob Olympics. So Brett's had the trophy for almost a year now. He'll be bringing it back to the Slob Olympics in March. And he, if he wins, he'll take it back home with him again. If not, he's got to present that trophy to this year's winner, and then we'll get that person's name and the year carved on it. Now, the Most Valuable Slob plaque, that's permanent. Vic will keep that forever. And this year's Most Valuable Slob will be the proud recipient of a new plaque. But yeah.
Well, the fact that the championship trophy is traveling, and this will be the first time it's traveled ever, because last year it didn't travel because there was no champion. I'm going to treat this a lot like the Stanley Cup. You know how the Stanley Cup goes all around the country and people take pictures with it? I think we should do that with the Slob Olympic trophy this year. Pass it around, let everyone hold it in the air and feel all the glory, and take some pictures with it.
Yeah. I'm all for that. And Vic Tube also returning this year for his second Slob Olympics. After that, X-Wing Sports, who finished a little low on this list, but produced the greatest Slob Olympics highlight video of the entire trip. A lot of people made videos, and they're all good. But X-Wing Sports took a ton of video and then took a lot of time to edit it and add music and all different kinds of things. It's a great video. And I believe he's coming back this year as well. So that's good news.
He is.
That's great news.
And he made a training video, too.
Did he? Did I miss his training video?
He did.
Okay, remind me. We'll finish going through this list. Then we'll play his training video. Then we'll work on the upcoming odds. I want to see that.
All right.
After X-Wing Sports, who is this? Oh, Kot Ood Ood, who will not be returning to the Slob Olympics. He will not be returning to the Slob Olympics. Yeah. After that, Slim Shady Canes, who I believe suffered from the same Saturday morning illness that you did, He came in.
Yeah.
He came in after Ood Ood Cut Cut.
Mm-hmm.
Slim Shady
It's called
Canes.
whiskyitis.
Yeah.
It's a
And, of
sickness
course,
that we both suffered from.
he's coming back again this year, too, so looking forward to seeing him. Man, next to last? Wow. Raj. Now, to be
Now, he
fair,
suffered from whiskyitis, too.
yeah, and to be fair, he didn't even compete in a lot of the events. He just, you have to, if you've never met Raj, he's you've heard the term social butterfly. That's Raj. Raj is all over the place. Raj can't be bothered
You know
to,
what Raj is like?
What?
He's like a pinball machine.
Yes.
Just the ball just bounces all over the place with nowhere to go and lights shit up on the way.
Yeah. He has the
That's right.
energy. He has the energy of your average 18-year-old. It's unbelievable. The guy is like the Energizer Bunny. It's just not when he's around, it's a good time nonstop. And even though he came in
Without a
next
doubt.
to last, he doesn't care, and he probably had more fun than anybody there, honestly. He's a great
Yep.
guy, and he doesn't care if he finishes next to last again this year. No one's going to have more fun than Raj, that's for sure. And he is coming again this year. And then dead last year was our buddy BVD,
Mhm.
who I think is planning on coming, but of course he's got a lot of serious health issues going on right now. So as long as his health will allow it, he will be there, is my understanding.
Yeah, that's what I heard, too.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he'll be there. I'm a glass half full type of guy, and I believe that DVD is going to make it, even if it's only for Friday and Saturday. I believe he'll make it.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. Now let me X-Wing Sports. So that's the list from last year. At least that's the list I have from
Newcomers,
last
though.
year. And we do have a lot of newcomers this year. Yes, we do. Way too early. Oh, 2022 Slob Olympics training video. Here we go. How did I miss this? All right, here we go. This is X-Wing Sports. Came last year, come again this year. He has made a training video for this year's Slobs, and I think we'll take a look at it now.
What's up, everybody? X-Wing Sports here, and I'm here to tell you guys that I will be attending the second annual Slob Olympics in 2022 at Pigeon Forge, March 11th through the 13th. And I want all of you guys to join me. We had a really good time last year. I made a video, it's on my channel, of the last year's Slob Olympics. It was a great time. A bunch of YouTubers get together and we hang out and we play games. And I didn't do too good on the last one. But I'm going to change that this year. It's a whole new ball game, guys. And I'm ready.
X-Wing. The newcomer, this dude showed up and he looks like he could have won the whole thing if he wanted to, but he basically tied one arm behind his back and one leg, and this dude was like an actual military guy, and he could have easily won. He could have easily went way higher. I don't know.
You want to know how to know someone spent a lot of money on a really good camera?
Because the way it looks.
Look at the
Like
back.
that?
Look how you see how blurry the background is.
Yeah.
You got to spend a lot of money on a lens
You
to
can
get a background like that.
You can do that same effect right there with the iPhone 13. I can't do it. I got iPhone 12, but they have that cinematic mode on there where it blurs out the background like that
Yeah,
and focuses on the foreground. Yeah.
this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's got, yeah.
Right, this is the breakdown.
That man found a computer program where you can play against paper, rock, scissors against artificial intelligence.
Yeah, and I want to know how to do that because I want to. Yeah, me too. That's what I was about to say.
I need to
that needs to be
practice.
part of my training.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm breaking the sweat. I say it's all right. I'm breaking the sweat. It's all right. Woo! That's good. That's good. That's good. Come on, baby. That's good. That's good. Robbie, yeah. Let's kick ass.
That was great.
There's a lot going on there. First of all, this man has a frisbee golf actual setup at his house. You see that?
Yeah, that's serious.
Yeah. Second thing is he's combining events. He's throwing mustard bottles into beer pong cups.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can top that.
that was a good job there. That was really good.
There's been some good training videos coming out the past couple of weeks for
Music
sure.
had me pumped up too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about ready to do some drugs and dance around like a retard.
Rave music there.
Yeah. I'm a Gamecock fan.
All right, let me set up a blank screen here that I can type some names on. And Pete, why don't you? Do you have something you can write with or something? Try to come up with a list of competitors while I set up a scene on OBS here that I can start typing names and odds in. Let's see what I
What do you mean a list of competitors? You mean new competitors?
No, we're fixing to make the odds. I need a list of
Yeah, I know.
I need to know who's competing.
So yeah, I know. So we've got the 18 from last year, 17 from last year, and we got to figure out who the new ones are, right?
Yeah, so I'm asking you if you want to do that while I set up a screen here that I can type this out on.
Yeah, I can attempt to.
Okay. Y'all can help us out in the comment section too. If you're coming, let us know in the comment
Yeah,
section.
we
so
definitely
can
need that.
add you. That would be
New
great.
one, number one new one, Tiger Baskins. I see him in the chat. So Tiger Baskins is a new one. Who else is a new one? Colby. I think it's coming with Tiger Baskins. I'm definitely gonna need some help in the chat. Mayhem Matthew. Let's not forget about him. He's definitely coming and doing something else too. Mayhem Matthew. I need some help from the chat. Maybe Tiger. Oh wait, Battle Angel. She's not competing, so that doesn't count. I guess the people that aren't competing don't count, right?
No, just the people that are competing because we got to make the odds now.
Yeah. Right.
So,
Well, Friction Vixen is competing for the first time, so I guess you can consider her new as far as that goes. The first ever female contestant, which I think is amazing and fantastic. She's like, I don't know, name a women's rights activist from 70 years ago, and she's like that, except for Slob Olympics. Who else? Oh, Millis Vanillis. How can we forget about Millis?
all right, I'm typing it out now. The ones from last year.
Yeah. Oh, Nate the Great. Forget about him. So I know Neo's coming. Is Lizard Circus coming? Because
If he is, he won't be competing.
Oh, okay. All right. Somebody in the chat says Susan B. Anthony. No, Susan B. Anthony is not competing in the Slob Olympics, although that would have been amazing and fantastic if it did. But
All right, I've got everybody typed out that came last year. So give me that list. Give me that list of new names you got.
All right, I've got a list of I think 6 people here. So Tiger Baskins,
Okay.
Colby,
Okay.
Mayhem Matthew,
Okay.
Friction Vixen. I'm putting her in there because she's competing now,
Right.
not bystanding. Millis,
Okay.
and Nate the Great. Rhino is a good one. Now, so that's a good question. Last I heard, Rhino said he's most likely coming, but still not 100% sure. So I don't know. That's just what I saw from my chat from my video last Friday. So I don't know.
Jay Shipes
him.
is coming.
Oh, Jay, he's competing too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one. Jay. All right. Yes, perfect. So that we're up to, if you include Rhino, we're up to 25 contestants now.
People are typing
And I
Coach
think-
Coop. I haven't got any confirmation that he's coming.
So-
I'll put him on here. I mean, he lives 30 minutes away. I really hope he'll come.
So,
You know.
has he said on one of his videos that he's coming? Do you know? I mean, because I don't know. Maybe he said on his video he's coming or something. I haven't seen that, but maybe
He said in my chat section that he wanted to
Right.
come, but other than that, I haven't heard much.
right.
I don't have a way to get in touch
Traveling
with
Fool
him.
watches him. Traveling Fool says he thinks Coop is coming, so he watches him religiously, like more than we do.
Okay.
You know, Miami man. So I think he might be.
All right. Well, I put him on
At
the
least he
list.
said he is.
We'll include him in the odds.
All right.
I'm sure we've done left somebody out. I hope they don't get their feelings hurt. That's why we're doing this now a month early. Next week, if we remembered somebody that we left out, or if somebody says, hey, I'm coming too, we can quickly add them, update the odds and add them. But this is the list of names I have so far. 1, 2,
I don't
3, 4,
see
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
DVD on there.
BVD's not on there. Let's add BVD.
How many is this? 1, 2.
All right, there's BVD.
I feel like there's 2 missing. I can't figure out what the other ones are though. Oh yeah, right. Celine's not on there.
I've got
He's not coming.
24.
Yeah, I had 26, but Celine's one of them, so he's not coming. Trying to figure out who the other one is. You don't have on there.
I've got Brett, Sea Dog, and Law Tide, Traveling Fools, D4, Kevin, Pete.
Oh,
Lou.
the other one's Talk Talk. Yep, so you're right. 24. You got it.
Okay, yeah, cut.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a pretty good list to start with right there. And like I said, I'll also save this image to put up on the morning show. And if someone shows up on the morning show or my call-in show or whatever and says, "Hey, why ain't on the list?" I'll add them on, and then me and you can assign them their odds the following Monday, and you can do the same thing on your shows too. I think this is a pretty good
sure. I mean, what is that?
point.
24. I mean, we hope we have 30, 40, but if 24 is a good start, definitely.
Yeah, well,
More than
24
last
is
year.
good, and if another 20 or 30 people
Yeah.
show up to watch, which I mean, just going off people who are like, I'm bringing Battle Angel, you're bringing Mrs. Pete and your kids. A lot of people on here are bringing their wife. You got Lizard Circuses coming. You got a lot of people that are coming just to hang out too. So this is a good list for sure. Are you coming to hang out, Will, again, or? That's the spelling bee man, I think, isn't it? No, that's Caleb. Caleb, I don't know if Caleb the spelling bee man's coming or not. I don't see him around that much anymore.
I saw him a couple weeks ago. To me, it sounds like he is coming. I don't know though.
Okay.
Other than what I see him type in the chat, but I think he might be coming again. I'm trying to.
Will's coming. Okay, good. That's great. But you're just going to hang out, right, Will? I mean, you're welcome to compete. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. All right, well, let's start here. Is Big Dog Brett the favorite? Let's just start there. We'll start with the odds there. Is Big Dog Brett the favorite? What do you think?
All right, so I'm going to try to stay completely objective here. Just do this all betting odds, how I feel. I do feel like that Brett should be the favorite because he pretty much dominated like a lot of events last year, and I don't see any reason why he couldn't do that again, except for different setting, different events, and like you said before, I know, like in sports we talk about all the time, it's hard to repeat, man. I know he should be confident. I know he is, but I'm going to say no. That Brett does not win the Slob Olympics this year. I'm putting him second.
You're putting him second in your odds. All right. Who would you have first?
Yep. I'm going to have to put D4 first.
You're going to put D4 first. Okay.
I'm going to put D4 first. Yes. I am. I think that D4 has a chance to dominate a lot of the events that are not the 40-yard dash. And he might even beat me in the 40-yard dash. So I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying. I think that he has a chance to do good in all the events.
I'm having a hard time coming up with a reason that Brett's not going to win other than it's hard to win twice in a row. Like, he's going to dominate the 40-yard dash. He's going to dominate the push-ups.
I don't know if he'll dominate the push-ups. He's got some competition there. Not me, but at least one other person. You know who it is.
Tiger Baskins?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me ask
he's
you
younger.
this. Of the new people, is there any way possible you would predict a new person to win it outright?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there anyone other than Tiger Baskins that you would consider for that? What about Rhino?
As far, see, I know less about Rhino than I know about Tiger Baskins. So, maybe. I mean, hell, he might be the smartest, most fit person there, but I don't know, I don't know him as well as I know him. So he's sort of a unknown for me.
Let me ask you this.
But yeah, possibly.
Does experience matter?
I think so.
I agree.
Yeah,
it could be.
does.
Look, Tiger Baskins might be a beast at push-ups and 40-yard dashes and paper, rock, scissors and mustard throws. He might be a beast. But is the moment too big for him? Will he shrink in the spotlight?
Exactly.
It's possible.
Yes.
It's possible.
I agree. Look, experience matters in everything in life that matters. And so, yes, I would say experience does matter even in the Slob Olympics. You know what? Especially in the Slob Olympics.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put D4 as the favorite at plus 100. May change the color. Okay. Yep, that's good. Thanks, accept me.
So I'll just go ahead and tell you 2 and 3 for me. Brett and then Baskin. So I'm putting Brett second, not first because of experience. I mean, because it's hard to repeat. And I'm putting Brett ahead of Baskin because I think the experience matters.
All right. So tell me again, you got Brett at 2?
Yeah.
I would have had Brett at 1, but we're gonna put him at 2. So Brett, if you're listening, Pigskin Pete has no faith in you, sir. It is hard to repeat. It is hard to repeat.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if you repeat it. Don't get it twisted.
All right, D4 plus 100. Brett at plus 200. Now, who did you have as third?
I had Baskins third, below Brett.
Yeah, Baskins third, below Brett. Yeah, I think he's puffy. I don't know. I think I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think Tiger Baskins is in good of shape as he makes it out that he is. I'm just saying.
Well, that's probably true, but I mean, that's true for all of us.
No, I don't make it out like I'm in shape at all.
Well, I don't either, but my point is that a lot of these people in these training videos are making out to be like they're in better shape than they are. Here's the thing. How old is Tiger Baskins? Like 24?
Yeah.
So the two guys ahead of him almost double his age. So I'll take the half-age guy in a heartbeat in most things.
And who'd you have fourth?
You know, I didn't yet, but let's figure it out.
Why do
you keep asking me first? Who do you have for it?
Well, I don't know. I'm getting opinions and then trying to figure out where I would.
You're getting my opinion, and you're trying to figure it out off of that. I want to hear your opinion too. So I had Brett 1, seat now.
I'm gonna put. Okay, well then I'm gonna pick the third place person then, and I'm gonna put Lawtide at third and
All
Tiger
right.
Baskins at fourth.
Okay.
Because we kind of, I don't know. Is that okay?
You're not telling me if you agree with me on these, though. We got to agree. If you have somebody different, then we can switch them around. But do you agree with my first two?
Yeah, first two are fine with me. Yeah, first two are fine.
All right.
I think it's. I honestly, I think it's a pick 'em between those. I don't. My only thing about the thing about D4, without the IQ event, well, how much did he win by? Well, he won by.
He did
11
good to other
points.
events too, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he did
won
good
by
in other
11.
events.
Yeah, I agree with how we have it so far. And let's put Lawtide third. Can we do that? And then TB fourth. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, LT, he was gonna be my number 4 close. But yeah, I think you could switch them around. That's fine.
All right. So that's what we have. That's what we have now. D4, Brett, Lawtide, Tiger, Baskins. Now, fourth place last year was your buddy Traveling Fools. Then Kevin, then
I guess
Blue Man, then Carter. Who's not coming? What about Rhino?
I mean,
Does
I
Rhino
guess it's
fit in
inevitable.
anywhere up here? He looks like he's in shape, but again, I do feel like probably Rhino is a little bit of a mystery. I feel like he's probably the least known of the competitors.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is exactly why I'm going to do what I'm about to do. I mean, you do realize at some point in this, we have to put ourselves in here. I'm putting Pigskin Pete at number 5. What do you think about that?
Okay, I'll go. We're the ones making the odds, so you get to put yourself wherever you want, and I get to put myself wherever I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're the ones taking.
Yeah, I'm
the time
putting
to do
myself at
this.
5.
Okay, you're putting yourself at 5. So let's put Pigskin Pete at 5
Yep.
then. Pigskin Pete said he's up for some vast improvement this year.
I'm moving from 10 to 5. That's my move.
Pete at plus 500.
I'm extra slobby
Yes,
compared to last year, and I have experience.
I believe you.
Yeah, slob too.
I definitely believe you. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Gold and blue dude finishing 6th or something last year. That's an anomaly.
Yes.
I do not think he's finishing in the top 6 again. It's nothing against him. I mean, some people are going to move up this list. Some people are going to move down. This is just for fun anyway. But if I seriously was a betting man on this, I would not bet that Gold and Blue Dude finishes in the top 6 or 7 again, whatever it was. I don't see that happening.
I agree with you.
He somehow struck lightning last year.
Yep.
Now, Traveling Fools, I feel like I don't know that much about him either, but he did really well last year, finishing 4th. So I feel like we can't drop him down.
We've already got
too
him at
much.
4th. Oh no,
that's Tiger Baskins.
All right, never mind. Oh yeah, okay then. That's who my vote is then.
So you would put Traveling Fools next at 5th.
Yeah.
Let me check out some of these newbies. Yeah, I'm going to go with that too.
So I'm at a crossroads here on the next one. So I'm choosing between you and somebody else. It's between UncleLou and one of the newbies. Which newbie do you think it is?
I know it's not Mayhem Matthew, because you're going to put him way down your list. I already know.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Friction Vixen.
That's a good guess, but no. The last one that we named, Coach Coop.
Coach Coop. Okay.
So, yeah. So I'm going to go, but trying to lure Coach Coop in, I'm going to go with Coop over Lou. Coach Coop over Uncle Lou.
Okay.
In the Slob Olympics,
I'm going to tell you right now that is not happening. And if you're dead set at putting Coach Coop at 6th, then I'm gonna have to pull the Lou card and put myself at 6th, because there's no way I'm putting Coach Coop ahead of me. There's just no way.
You can pull the Lou card.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then, because there's no way he's beating me. That's just not happening. And then we'll put Coach Coop.
We don't even know if he's coming, but somebody said he was, so we're gonna include him in there. So put Coach Coop after you at plus 800. Yeah, there you go. Hey, is that your new arrival?
According to you, it is, man. I think, are you trying to get me riled up, man? What are you doing? Coach Coop gonna beat me in those Slob Olympics, man. There really is something wrong with you. I'm putting Matthew Mayhem at 4th. And dropping you down to 5. Just so you know.
Well, you had the right idea when you said, "Are you trying to get me riled up?" You had the right idea.
Oh my God! All right, so we got Coop there. Let's see. D4, Brett, Lotta, Tiger Baskins, Pete, Traveling Fools, Lou, Coop. What about Kevin?
This list keeps getting funnier.
We got Kevin.
Yeah, what about him?
I feel like Rhino we need to consider coming up here. Please tell me you've seen Millis Vanillis' video.
Do you know who's not on there that is an obvious choice?
Who?
I mean, who finished in the top 3 last year that's not on this list yet?
Oh, Sea Dog.
Yeah.
No.
Got to put him in there, man.
Not yet.
I mean.
Not yet.
No?
No. I'll do one more and then him then, since you really want to put him on.
Then I might have to bet on him. Look, if we're actually going to bet on these things, I might have to bet on if Sea-Dog is plus 1,000 and somebody wants to put up equal money with me, I'll take plus 1,000 to win. I mean, I'm only going to bet you $10, but that'd be 100 for me if I win.
Will, everyone competing is on the screen, so however many people that is. You know what? I feel like Rhino may do well. Also,
I think so too.
Have you seen Millis Vanillis' video?
His video or his 18 videos?
No, the new one.
I mean, be more specific.
You would know what you
the
haven't
new
seen
one.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I think it was the one where he shaved his head.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Dude's dedicated.
Yeah.
Dude's dedicated.
That is ultimate slob behavior. That's for sure. This man shaved his eyebrows off.
Yeah, he sure did.
I mean, that is total dedication right there. I mean, even shaving your head is, a dedication, but shaving your eyebrows off, that's a whole other level of slob that we couldn't even predicted.
You know who I'm going to put here after Coop and right ahead of Sea-Dog? Colby.
Who?
Colby.
You're putting Colby ahead of Sea-Dog.
The man's an athlete.
But we just got done talking about how experience matters. I think you need to put Sea-Dog in Colby.
Yeah, experience
That's
matters.
my
And then you
vote.
wanted to put Coop ahead of me.
Because I was trolling you. But this really matters, though. This is different. All right, put Colby ahead of Sea-Dog. That'll piss Sea-Dog off, and that may make him win me more money.
All right, and then the next time we don't agree on one, it'll go to you. So here we go. Colby.
That's fine.
Plus 900. Sea-Dog. Plus 1,000.
That's what I want right there. I want Sea-Dog at 1,000. That's the pick and Pete lock of the week right there. Bet Sea-Dog at plus 1,000 to win the whole thing. Bet $10 win 100. Bet $100 win 1,000. That's how that goes, and that's who I will be betting on.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
Mrs. Pete wants to know, when are these odds locked in? Right now, as in real time.
Yes.
That's how they're locked in.
All right.
This is official.
Sea-Dog.
All right, so the next one. I think that we need to do the obvious. So to me, it's a tie between Slim Shady Kane and Rhino.
All right. Even though Slim Shady Canes came in third from last year.
So put Slim. I'm going with Slim.
You're going with Slim.
Experience
next.
matters.
All right.
Top three fit. Yeah, I'm going with Slim next.
All right. Slim plus 1,100.
Damn, Slim, how did you finish behind Coach Coop and traveling full of two other Miami people? That's sad, bro. I might put my money on Slim. I might put my money on you. As a matter of fact, you give me half the money. I'll bet on you, and if I win, I'll split the money with you.
You know who I'm going to go with next? Who'd you say it was between Slim and Rhino? You're big on experience. Kevin finished 5th or 6th last year. I'm going to put Kevin next. And then if you want Rhino.
Okay.
All right. Kevin plus 12.
So Kevin has been alluding to the fact that he's not going to compete.
What?
And yeah. He's saying he's going to be a cameraman.
Well, you better learn how to compete and hold a camera like X-Wing and everyone else did last year. What do you mean you're not competing?
Yeah.
This is unacceptable to me.
What he said, bro. I don't know.
Is Coach Coop in here? Someone's tagging him.
There he is.
Lou is only plus 700, I'm plus 800. 800
Hey,
is a
Coop.
higher number. Oh, here you go, Pete.
Hey, Coop, I put you ahead of Lou. You better not disappoint me. Lou put himself ahead of you. So, yeah, now it's on. Don't disappoint me. I
Hey.
might put some money on Coop, too.
Hey, Coach Coop.
$5.
Hey, Coach Coop. Pete put himself 4 places ahead of you. What do you think about that?
Three.
All right.
Not 4.
You know who else I'm not too sure about is Jay Shipes. Where's he going to finish?
Me either. Yeah, he's a sleeper. Yeah.
Jay Shipes, Matthew Mayhem, Friction Vixen. What about
We still got
X-Men?
Raj, too.
We got Raj.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, the vote for the next one for me is Friction Vixen. I think she said, how many is this right here that we have up here now?
13.
Top 10 or? Oh, shit. Well, I lied then. I said I thought Friction Vixen would come in the top 10, but I didn't put her in there. So put her in there now
All right.
at 13.
So everyone after this is getting beat by a woman. Just want to throw that out there.
She probably should be higher, honestly, but that's good betting odds.
I'm going to put X-Wing Sports next.
All right.
Unless you can talk me out of it. Is there someone
No,
else
I
you're
don't.
thinking?
I don't. No, I don't. I don't disagree with that. It's fine.
X-Wing.
I think that it's only fair after X-Wing Sports that we put our man that finished much higher last year. We can't keep disrespecting him. A gold and blue dude. It's got to go next.
Gold Blue Man
I
going
think.
next. Okay. 10-4.
Gold and blue man's gonna be down there, way down on the totem pole. We finished 7th last year. The disrespect for the blue man.
Okay. Now can we put Rhino?
Yeah, we probably should.
Rhino. Okay. Oh man, this is getting tough now.
I know this is getting painful now. And Neo. I mean, let's just who's left? So we got
BVD,
Vic2, BVD, Neo.
Jay Shipes, Millis Vanillis, Matthew
Yeah,
Mayhem,
there's another one.
Raj.
Oh no, Matthew Mayhem's going last, bro. I mean, that's all there is to that. So,
Oh, we already had Rhino.
you got Rhino twice?
Yeah, we already had Rhinos plus 1,300.
No. Big Tube, Raj. Raj still isn't on there either.
I'm tempted to vote right now for either Neo or Nate the Great.
Nate. Yeah, Nate.
Wanna go Nate here? All right.
So if I bet on one of these high, very long shot odds and I win, am I going to be like, is this collusion? Because I set the odds with you?
Yes. But you can still do it.
So I can't bet then.
Yeah, you can.
I can't pull a, huh?
You can still do it.
Well, I don't know. Can I? Without getting scrutinized for it? I don't think I can. I'm going to quagmire.
Okay, who would you have between Neo, Matthew Mayhem, Millis Vanillis, and Jay Shipes?
I would say Neo, except for Jay. I mean, I might have to go with Jay.
All right, let's go with Jay.
I just don't know enough about Jay. So put me in with Neo, just because I've known him better. But whatever, you put whatever you want.
Honestly, those are good odds on Neo too. Maybe not to win, but if there was a way to bet, like I think Neo's going to come in 10th instead of we have him at 19th best odds. I mean, because he did pretty good last year.
Yeah.
I think he
He's
finished
definitely
10th or
a sleeper. Look, I'm telling you, everything that when you start from about Dog down. Those are all good odds if you want to bet on any one of those people to win. You know, yeah, I might bet on them. Who's gonna be my bookie though?
Jacob, if you
Oh,
were
no.
in here, it'd be like one of those FCS games that's not even on the board.
Who's left? BVD
Yep.
and who else?
BVD, Millis Vanillis,
Raj.
Matthew Mayhem.
Raj
Uh,
got totally.
well, it's
disrespected
easier
on this
for me
whole
if I just look at the list and go in order. So BVD.
Hey, Raj has got disrespected more than anybody right now. Look at this.
BVD.
No mention of Raj. You got people in there that don't even know we're coming. Like, goop.
BVD, Millis
Oh,
Vanillis,
Raj is probably breaking shit right now.
Matthew Mayhem, Raj, and VicTube.
Oh, yeah, you go fuck yourself.
Who? Oh, Raj.
Yeah, Raj.
Let's put Raj in there now. All right. That's 20 people, so we should have 4 left.
I might bet on Raj at plus 2,000. Who wants to take that bet?
We got 4 left. Here's the 4. BVD, Millis Vanillis, Matthew Mayhem, and VicTube.
I'm going to put VicTube next. Look, man, Mayhem Matthews going whatever last place is. I don't know, 20th or 25th, or I don't give a shit what it is. He's going last place as far as I'm concerned.
All right.
Unless you have any objections to that.
I'm going to put Millis Vanillis next then. Just
All
because, I mean, he shaved his head. That counts for something.
That does count for something. It counts for a lot. As a matter of fact, he probably should be higher based on his effort. But again, you have to prove yourself. This isn't, this isn't kindergarten.
Right.
You don't get points for just showing up.
So the 2 left are Mayhem Matthew and
BVD. So BVD and then Mayhem Matthew.
all right.
And the only reason I'm putting BVD ahead of him is because he's been in the hospital for 6 out of the last 8 months. And Mayhem Matthew hasn't, but BVD could probably still beat him in pretty much every event that's going to happen.
All right.
Do you agree with that?
This looks like a good list to me.
It does to me too.
Let me do this. Make it easier to read.
About 3 people got fucked on this. Raj got fucked by us. Gold and Blue Dude got fucked by us. And I think you might have got fucked by us too.
All right, let me add this one in. Okay, that's that. Color. Okay. I'm getting it all to fit on the screen better so people can read it. Just give me a second here. Almost done, I promise. I know what I'm doing.
Me too.
All right, there's that. There's that.
Jacob Watson, you're always confused. There's nothing new about what you're saying. We know you're confused.
All right, there you go. There it is.
Yes, sir. The official betting odds of the 2022 Slob Olympics. Get your bets in now. We don't know who you're going to bet, but if you do bet them, make sure they're honest and they will pay you and get your money before you bet them. I'm winning some money from somebody. I know that. Sea-Dog at 1,000. That's the best bet probably of all of them. I would say if you go after that, I'm going to go ahead and say Nate the Great at plus 1,700 is a steal. We don't know what this guy's going to do we?
I would love to see some Slob Olympians bet against each other. Like who's in here that thinks they're ranked way too low? Like I don't know, maybe
Matthew Mayhem.
Okay, yeah. So Matthew Mayhem, go ahead and make a bet with somebody. Now they're going to have to give you odds, Mayhem. So in other words, if you think you're going to beat Pete, well, Pete can't bet you $10 for $10. It's got to be like Pete puts up $40 and you put up $20.
Well, see, I'm not going to actually bet real money that he comes in last place, though.
Well, you're not betting he comes in last. You're betting that he beats you. You're just betting if he beats you. Yeah, you can just bet if he beats you.
If he beats me? Oh, geez.
But see, because we made odds, it's not fair for him to bet you even money. You got to give him a money line bet. You know what I mean? You got to do like.
How much would the money line be then?
Well, you're 500. He's 2,400. That would be almost 5-1.
Look. So I was born on a Tuesday, but it wasn't last week. Okay. Oh.
It's got to at least be 2-1.
That's not happening.
You put yourself at 5th and said this man's finishing last, and you won't give him 2-1.
You think me making betting odds on YouTube is the same thing as putting up real money?
Yeah.
No.
Well, yes, that's why we made the odds.
No, I'm smart. 2-1. So what does that mean? I have to finish twice as far ahead as he does. So if he finishes 6th, I have to finish at least 3rd.
No, it means you have to put up twice as much money. If he puts up 10, you got to put up 20.
Oh, the money. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
If he beats you, he owes you $10. If you beat him, if he beats you, you owe him 20. If you beat him, he owes you 10.
I get it, but how does that sound like a good bet? Like if I'm betting on
because you're the one that made these odds. You made these odds. If you were betting these odds online, you'd have to pay. You'd have to pay 5-1 if you were betting these odds online.
Lou, you keep saying I made these odds. We made these odds.
You said from the very beginning, Matthew Mayhem's going last. Period. That's it. And then you put yourself at 5th.
You could have put him at 3rd if you want. See, this is what I'm talking about.
But these are your odds.
We made these odds together. No, they're not mine. They're ours.
I didn't put Pete at 5th. I didn't put Pete at 5th.
But you didn't. Did you attempt to put Matthew Mayhem at 3rd? No, you didn't.
You said in the very beginning, Matthew's going last, period. That's all there is to it. And then you put yourself at 5th.
That's what I said as far as I'm concerned. But there's two people picking here.
What I'm hearing really here is a lack of confidence on your part that you can actually beat him. That's what I'm hearing.
All right. Matthew Mayhem, sell your dryer and whatever fucking 1980s refrigerator you got down in that hole that you're recording your videos from, and bet me $50, my 50, or to your 25, and we'll see who wins. How about that?
There we go.
Make it official.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We have our first official Slob Olympics bet. Oh, this is great.
Millhouse. Millhouse.
The whole comment section is laughing faces. Oh, this is good. This is good. All right, who else that's in here and is competing thinks they're way too low? Neo, what do you think about being plus 1,900? Colby, what do you think about being plus 900? Do you think that's about right? Do you what do y'all think? Who else is in here now? Tiger Baskins, do you think 4th place is pretty? That's pretty good for TB. I think. I mean, 4th is good. You know, I mean, he could win. So but 4th is pretty good. I mean, Golden Blue Man is super effing pissed. He says.
Yeah, he's big mad, and K Dog's mad too. He says I'm way too low based on last year's showing.
You put
So we got some salty people in here.
Friction Vixen ahead of Golden Blue Man. Yeah, that's right, Matthew. That's right.
Oh, Colby says Lou is way too high. I disagree. I don't know. I think he got kind of disrespected by Pete and Coach Coop. I don't know about you.
Here's the people behind me that could beat me. Colby, Sea Dog, Rhino, and that's it. So what am I on this list? 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
that's
4,
it?
5. I'm 7th. The worst I'll do is 10th. There's only 3 people behind me
Hey,
that could
Slim.
possibly beat me.
Hey, Slim. Lou says no way you
Slim?
could beat him. Kevin, Lou says no way you could possibly beat him.
Sir,
Millis Vanillis.
Chess Hall beat Slim Shady
Lou
Canes
says
last
there's
year.
no way.
Chess Hall beat Slim last year.
Rhino.
Chess Hall beat Slim last year.
Oh,
We might have Slim too high on
That's
this list,
bad.
actually.
you know what? You might be right. You might be right.
Traveling Fools, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, I'm 5 spots too low. So he's saying he should be first because he's in 6th.
Yeah.
Been hardcore training with the 12-ounce curls for a year in preparation. You should be good to go then.
Yeah, it sounds like my workout plans. Me and him have the same workout plans. No wonder why only one part in the odds, you know.
Colby says, I bet Lou $25 he doesn't finish in the top 10.
Well, I'll
take that bet. I'll take that bet. I'll bet you $25. I do.
I'm
finish in
betting
the top
on you.
10.
I'll bet you. I bet
Yeah.
Lou finishes in the top 10. If you finished in it last year, he'll finish in it this year.
Yeah.
And I think he'll move up. But like I said, where do I have you now? In the 6th spot, 5th, 6th, 7th, whatever it is. Yeah, I think me and Lou are both moving up to the east side.
All right, it's a bet, Colby. $25. I finish in the top 10. God, now the pressure is really on.
So yeah, I know. So this is what happens when you do a lunch money show. You got people everyone wants to bet you for everything. You know. So now I have a bet with. Did he say he's going to bet me, Mayhem? Did he say he was going to sell one of those dryers?
Yeah, he said he'll put up $25 to your 50.
Okay. All right. So I have a bet with him, and now you have a bet with somebody else.
Yes. So me and you each have a bet so far. Nate says he should be in the top 10.
Yeah. He probably should be. That's why I said Nate at 1,700 is a good bet. Jade 1,800 is a good bet. This second row here, whatever that is, you know, I don't know what it is, 15 through 25. I don't know what it is. There's a bunch of good bets in there. Friction at 1,400, Golden Blue Man at 1,600, X-Wing at 1,500. This is where you want to bet if you're going to be a real slob and bet on the odds here. I would focus directly on the second row as far as odds are concerned if you don't have any money to lose. Or if you do have some money to lose.
X-Wing beat Chess Hall by 1 spot last year.
Ugh. That's sloppy.
That's sloppy.
That's real sloppy.
I like that people are upset about these odds, don't you?
Yeah. Look, here's the thing though. There's no way that we can comprise this list of odds and not piss somebody off.
Right.
It's possible. So, sorry. But I think it's pretty good though. I do.
Yeah, this was fun. I'll have to save this to show tomorrow on the morning show and the call-in show tomorrow night too.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Nate
So
says he's
what's
taking it
did you
serious.
say there was a Slob Olympics video you were going to show somebody that you couldn't find earlier? What was it?
Well, I played the X-Wing Sports Slob Olympics video. I was going to play the Millis Vanillis one, but you said you've already seen it. There might be some people that haven't seen it. I'll play some of it. I won't play the whole thing because you get the idea pretty quick. But this is Millis Vanillis, who currently is sitting at plus 2,200 in the odds there. But here's his latest Slob Olympics video.
Yeah, there's no way I'm doing that.
There go the eyebrows.
More aerodynamic, lighter weight, more efficient, Slob Olympian.
That's going the extra mile there.
That's pretty disturbing there.
I didn't do anything close to that.
Oh, that's great. That really is. Well, I think it's time to get out of here.
Yeah.
This is the best show we've done in a while. This was fun. This was a lot of fun.
They're all fun to me, man.
Yeah, this was great.
Yeah.
Really appreciate
That was
all
a good
y'all
one.
tuning in tonight. Let us know in the comments where we got all this stuff wrong. And we'll be discussing these odds, I'm sure, for the next month leading up to the after the Slob Olympics is over too. We'll put up the the order of finish, and then we'll look at this odds list again and see exactly how wrong we were.
Yeah, and last year we were very wrong. It was pitiful. Yeah.
Thanks, Jacob. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, thanks to everybody for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate it. Dylan and Traveling Fools, thank you guys so much for helping to support the show and me and Pete with the super chats tonight. That really means a lot to us, so shout out to you guys. I'll be back on tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. and then again tomorrow night for the call-in show. Pete, what you got coming up?
Tomorrow night at 7 p.m., the ACC show with me and your boy Sea-Dog, and we might have a special guest, and another ACC fan, a suffering Seminoles fan. And then Wednesday and Friday night, the almost underrated college football calling show on all of YouTube at 10 p.m. I'll see you there. And towards the end of this week or early next week, I'll have part 2 of my Slob Olympics training video for 2022.
I forgot about Edward's video. That's what it is. I forgot about. Well, he sent two. He sent a video where he makes fun of Hugh Freeze for 7 minutes, and now he has sent me. Remember his riding and screaming videos?
Oh yeah.
He has sent me another one of those, so maybe we'll check that out. Next Monday, first thing, Edward will play the Hugh Freeze video. I got carried away tonight with the Slob Olympics stuff, and we're out of time now. But I love those riding and screaming videos, though. I've watched some of the Hugh Freeze video too, and it's pretty good too. So we'll watch that next Monday, Edward. I promise. We're gonna get out of here. Love you guys, and we'll do it again real soon. Have a good morning.